I'm Carolyn Bell, and this is yoga. In the Yoga Sutras, there are 8 limbs of yoga. Imagine a tree with branches. These branches are called the Yamas and the Niyamas, and they are ethical guidelines about learning how to take care of yourself and others to reach a higher state of awareness. They are often seen as moral codes or right ways of living. The 5 yamas are nonviolence, truthfulness, non-stealing, right use of energy, and non-hoarding. The 5 niyamas are about self-care, cleanliness, contentment, self-discipline, self-study, and surrendering to a higher power. During this yoga sequence, I want you to consider self-care. It is a challenging practice, so you have to decide, do I need to bend my knees? Do I need to change my arm position? Do I need to shorten my stance? Listen to your body in this practice. What do you need? Pay attention to what you feel. And if like I said, if your hamstrings are tight, then the simple fix for that is just bending the knees. Stay with your breath and experience the breath practice. If you take care of yourself, then you can do a better job of taking care of others. So let's begin by stepping onto our mat, walking to the front, and standing in Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale and exhale and connect to your breath practice. Observe the breath flowing in and observe the breath flowing out. Move the breath. Move it up to the top of the head. Move it down into the toes. Inhale and exhale. Bringing the hands at heart center, Samastitihi. Close the eyes. Ponder for just a moment, how could I do a better job of taking care of myself? This is not a selfish act, for when we take care of ourselves, we can do a better job of taking care of others. Now, opening the eyes, I just want you to relax the arms down and then begin to fold forward. Put a soft bend in the knees and just begin to drop yourself forward. Hanging down. Go as low as you can. If you can touch the floor, do that. Bend those knees. Everyone bend the knees. And hang down. Just like a rag doll, we're hanging down. No energy at all to keep us upright. We just release everything down. Inhale and exhale. Open mouth, exhale. And then roll the spine as you rise again. Coming up slowly. Finding your Tadasana, palms facing forward. Inhale the arms up, looking up, zipping the belly up, pull it in and up towards the heart. And then open the arms, expand the chest, open the heart space, and slowly lower yourself down. Option is bending the knees. Keep a soft bend there in your knees no matter what. We don't want to lock out the knees. Inhale and exhale. Maybe move the head around, releasing tension in the neck. And then hands on the shins, lift the chest. Find that strong core here. The back is flat and the heart opens. Inhale and exhale. With your strong core, pulling in towards the back of the spine, rise, Samasthiti, hands and heart center. If you feel lightheaded in any way, bend the knees. Inhale the arms up, expanding. Exhale, Uttanasana and fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lion's breath. Inhale, open mouth, exhale. Stepping forward again, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the heart, strong core. Release back down and rise, Samasthiti, hands and heart center. Padabandha in the feet. Find the four corners of the feet. Lift those toes up. Spread them apart and grip the mat. Strong foundation. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Right foot goes back. Drop the back knee, Anjaneyasana, arms up. Option, palms together, thumbs crossed, reaching back, tuck the chin, and breathe. Inhale, forward, plank pose, knees, chest, chin, upward facing dog. I'm showing you modifications. Downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale, breathe. Right foot forward, drop the back knee, inhale the arms up. Arms reaching back, zipping the core, tucking the chin. Find that long, deep breath. Release the arms forward, step forward with the back foot, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the heart. Release and rise. Expanding those arms, drawing breath into the heart space. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Left foot steps back. Drop the back knee, Anjaneyasana, arms rise. Option, palms together, thumbs crossed. Inhale and exhale, strength in the legs and the abdominals. Hold the balance. Energy of arms reaching back. Fill the lungs with breath. Inhale and exhale, plank pose. Knees, chest, chin. Upward facing dog. Roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, drop the back knee. Sweep the arms up. Energy expanding, opening. The breath is the key to the practice. Long, deep breaths. Bringing the arms forward, step forward with the back foot and fold. Ardha Uttanasana, strong core. Flat back. Release down, open the arms and rise. Hands at heart center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. So your Namaskar A. Inhale, lift the heart. Bend the knees, step back, plank. Lower to chaturanga, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bend the knees, walk or step forward. Uttanasana. Ardha, strong core, flat back, open heart. Release, open, and rise. Samastitihi. Tadasana. And again. Strong breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Option. Bend the knees. Float back to chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. Adho Mukha Shavasana. Bend the knees, floats forward. You could walk forward. Fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Open the arms all the way up. Hands at heart center. Samastitihi. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the heart. Floating back to plank or chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Shavasana, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Bend the knees, step or float forward. Uttanasana, Ardha Uttanasana. Fold again, open the arms and rise. Samastitihi. Tadasana. So your Namaskar B. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale and exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the heart, flat back, strong core. Plant the hands, we're floating back to plank or chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Right foot steps forward, angle the back foot. Virabhadrasana 1, rise. Option of placing the palms together, crossing the thumbs. If that's not in your practice, then you can open the arms parallel. You could even open the arms out at the heart, outside, like a V, opening the heart. Listen to your body. Know what your body is capable of today. Every day is different. Take a vinyasa, or you could stay in down dog and rest. Left foot steps forward, Virabhadrasana 1, angle the back foot, arms up. Options, hands at heart at the waist. Separate the feet a little wider so you can get that pelvis facing forward to the end of the mat. Staying and breathing. One more breath. Expand. I know that you can expand your body more. We stay contracted most of the days. Take a vinyasa. Hands down, step back to plank, drop the knees to modify, or go right to your chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Shavasana, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Walk or forward or bend the knees and float, land softly, Uttanasana. Inhale, open your heart, Ardha Uttanasana. Fold, Utkatasana chair. Samastitihi. We'll go through that again, moving a little faster. Utkatasana. Forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana. Plant the hands, float back plank or chaturanga, or drop the knees. Urdhva Mukha Shavasana, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Right foot steps forward, angle the back foot, arms up. Inhale and exhale, plant the hands, take a vinyasa or rest in down dog. Everyone meets in down dog. Left foot steps forward, angle the back foot, arms sweep up. Open that heart and breathe. Expanding your energy. Another vinyasa or rest in down dog. There's always an option to modify the practice. Bend the knees, float forward or walk forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the heart. Fold again. Open the arms and rise. Samastitihi. Pause and breathe. Do you have one more in you? If you do not, then just step back and rest in child for a moment. Listen to your body. What do you need today? Self-care. Uttanasana. Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana. Take a vinyasa, plant the hands. You know your modifications now. Adho Mukha Shavasana. Right foot forward, Virabhadrasana 1. The practice is the breath, so continue breathing no matter what position your body is in. Left foot forward. Floating forward. Samastitihi. Ooh, we forgot Utkatasana. I tend to do that. I leave it out, but that's okay. We'll just place it in and then find your Utkatasana. Go back to Utkatasana. And then stand in Tadasana. Go back to forward fold. Releasing the tension. That's what we're doing right now. Letting the steam out. Lift the heart, open the heart space. Strong core here, flat back, open heart. Adho Mukha Shavasana. And take a lion's breath. Inhale. Let's try that again. It's an open mouth exhale. Inhale. Hug those upper arms in towards the ears. Strengthen that pose. And then walk the feet to the center of the mat and sit down. On your back. Hands behind your head. Bring those knees into the chest. Squeeze them in. Inhale and exhale. Curl up and bring both elbows toward the knees. Now extend the right leg straight. Keep squeezing the elbows toward the left knee. Bring the knees back in, knee back in, and then extend the left leg. Both elbows are going to the right knee. Inhale, strong breath. Exhale. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale. Breathe and hold the strong pose. Bring the right knee in, extend the left knee. Inhale and exhale. Both elbows pointing towards the right knee. Bring both knees in. Inhale and exhale. Elbows to the left knee, extend the right leg. Bring both knees in. Do you feel it in your core? Extend the left leg, elbows to the right knee. And then bring both knees in, drop the head down. Let's roll side to side, massaging that lower back. I know you created tension there. Now release it. Big, long, deep breaths. Take care of your back. Move the breath there. Now stopping in the center of the back, we're going to rock up. So straighten the legs and then rock yourself up. Knees to chest and hover right here. Squeeze those knees in. Now hands to the back of the legs and we're straightening the legs. Now if you need to stay at half boat, that's where the knees are bent. Be careful not to round the chest forward. You might feel like you want to do that. We want to open the heart, shoulders back. Straighten the legs. You're holding the back of the legs, so it should be easier. Taking care of ourselves. If you need to modify, bend the knees. Everyone bend the knees. Place the hands on the shins. Drop the feet down and round the back. Release tension in that back. Inhale and exhale. Take care of your back. We'll try that again. So place the palms on the back of the legs, the hamstrings. Squeeze the knees to chest, the feet hover. If this is enough for you, stop right here. Otherwise, begin to straighten the legs. Point those toes. It puts another point of energy in the body. Tuck the chin in. Strong spine. And now bend the knees. Hover if you can. Hover. And then release and bow. On the back, I think we could do another round of core work. We're building strength in the core to benefit the entire yoga practice. And of course, it's taking care of your abs. So on the back, bring both knees to chest, hands behind the head, curl up, inhale and exhale. Let the breath lift you up. Squeeze the elbows toward the knees. Extend the right leg. Elbows are squeezing towards the left knee. Bring both knees in and extend the left leg. Hold, squeeze, contract. Both knees in, extend the right leg. Inhale and exhale, lift and contract. Both knees in, extend the left leg, elbows toward the right knee. Both knees in. Let's do another one. Round. Right leg straighten, squeeze up, curl up. Both knees in. Extend the left leg. Elbows squeeze toward the right knee. Bring both knees in. Drop the head back. Knees to chest. Inhale and exhale. Let it go. And then drop the feet down for bridge pose. Curl the tailbone up off the mat, tuck the shoulders, interlace the fingers if possible, and hold the arms strong underneath you. So there's as much strength in the arms as there is in the legs here. Inhale and exhale. We continue with a strong breath. One more breath. Push into the feet. placing our energy on the floor in Pada Bandha. And then release the arms, lower the back down. Knees to chest, we're rolling up. And then hold the knees. See if you can hover the feet, perhaps pointing the toes down. And then wrap the hands around the hamstrings. Maybe you can straighten the legs halfway. Maybe you can straighten the legs all the way. Inhale and exhale, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Crossing the ankles as you come down, reaching forward or placing your hands down, and then jump back, downward facing dog. Take a vinyasa, inhale forward. You can always rest in child, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, lion's breath. Inhale, open mouth, exhale. I want you to wag the tail for a minute, get some space in the lower back. Breathe, welcome the breath. And then find your downward facing dog position, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Spread the shoulders, hug the upper arms in towards the head and neck. Pushing into the palms, into that ridge right underneath the fingers. Imagine that there's a straight line there, and that's where you're pushing, taking pressure off your joints, your wrist. Pointer fingers are straight forward toward the end of the mat. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the knee to chest, step forward, angle the back foot. Oh, we're going to stay down in low lunge. I was going to take us higher. Drop the knee down, Anjaneyasana. Inhale the arms up, interlace the fingers, reach back. Even here, you feel energy in the body, the bandhas, pulling the belly in up towards the heart, and then tuck the chin in. These bandhas help you balance. Strengthen your breath. Reach back and expand your heart. The entire front side of the body opens. And then bow forward. Straighten the front leg, Ardha Hanuman, half monkey God. Inhale and exhale. And then take the hand, left hand, to the foot or maybe even outside the foot. Come to the fingertips and bow. Do you feel the stretch in the hamstring here? If it's too much, listen to your body and go back to a gentler position, hands on either side of the leg. Inhale and exhale. And then return to the low lunge, lifting the back knee. Long, deep breaths. Skandasana, turning toward the back of the mat, and walk yourself over to the back foot. Now you're going to have some choices here. You can stay on your toes of the left foot, that's fine. Flex the right foot. And I want you to find an arm position. The fingers could be down, arms down. The arms could be up. Or you could place the left hand down, arm in front of the knee, and open the right arm up. That knee is turning out toward the back corner of the mat. Open. Your pose does not have to look like my pose. I want you to listen to your body and take care of yourself. Take care of your body. What is your body capable of? If you ever feel any pain, please back out of the pose. Rest in child and rejoin when you're ready. Bring the arm down. We're going to go side to side. Try to stay low. I know my hips are went high that first time. I want you to hover right above the mat. If you fall, everyone falls at one time or another. Don't worry about it. Just get up and try again. It's one more time, side to side. Staying low. Now I want you to go high in the center and then drop low. That's easier, isn't it? Go high in the center and drop low. Flex this right foot. High and drop low. Flex the left foot. High and drop low. Now move to the center. Prasarita Padadhantasana. Bow the head down. If you could place the head on the mat, that's just great. If not, no worries. Stay high. The Niyamas are about listening to your body to see what you need, not what someone else needs. Interlace the fingers behind you. Arms are straight. Let them fall back. This is an option. Strong breathing, strong opening of the back of the legs, and then bring the hands down. Heel toe the feet in, find a yoga squat. And then turn to the front of the mat, downward facing dog. Option, rest in child, or take a vinyasa. Comes forward, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Everyone drop the knees and rest for a moment. Arms are straight. Feeling the nice stretch underneath the arms. If you would like to do more of a resting child's pose, then bring the arms back, hands by the feet, palms up, and do a total rest. Let everything go. Ask yourself, what do I need today? The answer might be simply, I need to drink more water. Now bring the arms forward, tuck the toes, Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog, lion's breath. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Release that inner tension. Let it go. Left leg rises. Anjaneyasana. Step forward, drop the back knee down. Inhale the arms up. Take your arm position that you desire today. Hands at the waist is perfectly fine. Tucking the chin in helps you stay balanced as well as the strong core. Inhale and exhale. Now bring the arms forward, straighten the front leg. Ardha Hanuman, half monkey God. Now take the right hand and place it on the other side of the outside of the foot. Notice the strong stretch outside the leg, the hip, the hamstring. Long, deep breaths. And now moving forward to the low lunge. Inhale and exhale, and take it towards to the other side for low skandasana. Now remember, you have choices for arms. You could keep the fingertips down. You could bring the hands at heart center and balance. You could take the arm inside the knee and then open out with the left, out and up. Yogi's choice throughout this class. Inhale and exhale. Now bring the hand downward, staying as low as you can. It's hard, I know, to stay low. And go side to side. See if you can keep the hips down as you transfer your weight side to side. Stay low. One more to the left. And now let's go higher. So lift those hips up in the center and drop the hips down. Lift the hips up in the center, drop the hips down. Lift the hips up in the center, drop the hips down. Now go to the center, Prasarita Praditandasana. Option here, reach for the big toes with the first two fingers of each hand. And then pull your toes up, lift the chest up, strong belly. Open the back of the legs. Inhale and exhale, release back down. Now place the hands at the waist. It's important to tuck the chin to rise. All the way up, step the feet together. Yoga squat. Go right back down. You could take the option of doing crow here. Planting the palms down and then rising up. Maybe you just want to practice the rocking motion forward and back. Or you could actually lift one foot and then the other and find balance. I don't know why I'm timid to do that on the camera. I don't want to fall and have it recorded. Inhale and exhale. Now turn to the side. Adho Mukha Shavasana. Rest in child if you're ready to rest. Inhale, forward plank, chaturanga, up dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Drop the knees and let's rest for a moment. Taking the long, deep breaths, releasing tension, letting it go. The next pose is an inversion. It's yogi's choice. So if you want to do dolphin, then that's your inversion for today. Forearms down, tuck the toes, and lift the hips. Inhale and exhale, breathe. Spread those shoulders. Find the strength here. If you prefer to do headstand, take your mat to the wall as caution to prevent any injuries on a fall. Interlace your fingers, place the head into the cup, tuck the toes, and lift the hips. And tuck my shirt in. I prefer that you learn not to kick up in a headstand. If you have to kick up, you really shouldn't be doing the pose yet in the center of the room. I like the version of pulling the knees to the chest and then slowly taking it up one leg at a time, safer, so that you have the strong balance in the core of the body. Keep breathing. And return to the mat in the same way, bringing the knees down one at a time. Squeeze them in. Strong core. And then straighten the legs and land softly. Drop the knees and rest. If you have to kick up to be in headstand, you definitely should be at the wall. I don't want anyone trying to kick up in the center of the room, just for safety reasons. If you should fall out of the pose, you'll just do a somersault. And it's good to practice somersaults so that you remember what that felt like. All right, resting. And then finding your Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Right leg floats up. Step forward, angle the back foot. Inhale, rise, warrior one, and then go right to warrior two. Inhale and exhale. We're going to bind this pose with the arms, so wrap the left arm around the back of the waist. Reaching out and down. Now, option is to keep the elbow to the knee. I realize not everyone has the flexibility to go place the hand on the mat, and our home practice doesn't always have blocks. You can use books. So drop the hand down and then place the hand outside the foot by the pinky toe and come to your fingertips. Open that shoulder up. It's a bound pose here. Inhale and exhale. Do you feel it in the hip? Strong breaths. Now straighten the front leg. Open both arms. Place that bottom hand inside the calf or inside the ankle. Strong breath. You can look to the side, you could look up, you could look down. I just want you to find balance here. Now step forward with the left foot. We're going to try to bind this pose today. Wrap the arms. If you have a strap, then that's what you can use to connect the hands. You could put the strap right between the legs here and connect. Go to the tiptoes of the right foot. Inhale, strong breath to lift. You could go to the wall to do this. Option of straightening the legs, bird of paradise. Release, yoga squat. Let's just drop it right down. Release all the tension. And then step back, Adho Mukha Shavasana, resting in child, or taking another vinyasa. Strength or stillness, your choice. Left foot forward, angle the back foot, inhale the arms up, warrior two. Breathe. And then bind the pose. Wrap the arm around the back of the waist. Maybe reaching for the top of the left thigh, quad. Inhale and exhale, reaching out and down. Option one, elbow to the knee, listen to your body. Or you could reach down to the foot, inside the foot, or outside by the pinky toe. Now, if you're there, I want you to come to the fingertips so you can spin the chest out. Spin the chest open to the side. If you're doing this, placing the chest down to the floor, I prefer you to come to the knee so you can spin the chest open. Remember your options. And now, triangle, Trikonasana. Open. Breathe. And now step towards the end of your mat. Bend the knees. You're reaching through the legs with the left arm. Wrap the arms around the back of the waist. Inhale and exhale. Rise. That's the hardest part, is to lifting up. If you need a strap or a scarf to hold your hands together, find a connector. Inhale. Use the breath to help you rise. And then option, straighten the legs. Bird of paradise. Release. Yoga squat. Let's just drop right down. Child's pose. Or take your last vinyasa. Forward, up dog, down dog. Bend the knees, hop forward, and sit in staff pose, Dandasana. If you need a drink of water, I'm going to grab a drink. If you need a drink of water, then grab one. Listen to your body. When it's thirsty, have water. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. And then slide the hands back. Sitting up, I want you to bend the left knee. Extend the right leg out to the side so you have the left knee bent and the right leg out. Let's do a yoga twist towards the left knee. Breathe. Inhale and exhale, release. Now bend this right knee and straighten the leg. If you had a strap, you could use a strap to straighten the leg. Inhale and exhale. If you have any problems with the knee, then just maybe do a forward bend in staff pose and then a forward bend. Move this right leg side to side. Move it, giving it a little leg rotation in the hip socket. And now if you have it in your practice, hold the left foot and see if you can, I hold the left big toe, the right big toe, and then straighten the leg. Option 2 would just be to drape this leg over the arm and give it a squeeze. Or you could just do a staff and forward fold. We're just stretching it. We're not doing 8-limb today. We're just stretching it and release. Both legs straight. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Breathe deeply and release all the tension. And then bend the right knee. Open this left leg out. Let's do a spinal twist. So twist towards the knee, the bent knee. Inhale and exhale. Always having a straight spine with a twist. And now release. Pick up this left leg. I keep getting my lefts and rights mixed up. So left leg. And then bring it side to side. Just rotate it side to side. You could hold the ankle. You could use a strap here. Just get some movement of the leg inside the hip socket. And then hold it to the side. This is an option, of course. Left arm goes underneath the leg. You can just let the knee hang over, the foot hang over. Or you could grab the big toe and see if you can straighten the leg. Breathe into the tightness. And release. We're going to bring the knees to chest and go down to the back. Long, deep breath, releasing. Drop the feet down for bridge pose. Walk the feet as close as you can, heels to hips, and then lift the hips up. Interlace the fingers, arms are long, tuck those shoulders. For those of you that did headstand, the counterbalancing pose to that is shoulder stand. So from here, hands to the waist, see if you can just kick up and find shoulder stand here. Inhale and exhale. Interesting to note, the counterbalance to shoulder stand is fish. So pike the legs forward, rolling down. Lift those hips up so that you can place the back of the hands underneath the hips. Tuck those elbows underneath the body. Inhale, lift the chest, and then drop the top of the head back. Try not to collapse in the shoulders. So if the head just has to hover, that's perfectly fine. Just open the heart space and drop it back, working on opening the chest. Inhale, rise, release back down, and bring the knees to the chest. Open the arms, drop the feet down, and then just let the knees go side to side. Releasing any tension in the spine. We get a little space in there by doing these windshield wiper movements with the knees, side to side. And then bring the knees up, open the knees out, Baddha Konasana. Let's bring the hands to the belly. Open the arms out. If this does not feel safe or comfortable for you, then just open the legs out into Shavasana. If you would like to stay in Baddha Konasana for a little longer, then feel free to do that. Long, expanding, deep breaths. Your mat should always be a refuge for you, a safe place. As you lie in Baddha Konasana or rest in Shavasana, I want you to consider the 5 Niyamas of self-care. Cleanliness, contentment, self-discipline, self-study, surrendering to a higher power. In what area of the self-care, the Niyamas, do you need to work on? What do you need? The beautiful thing about the Niyamas is that they expand out into taking care of other people. The 5 yamas are nonviolence, truthfulness, non-stealing, right use of energy, and non-hoarding. Breathe and release. Quiet that mind and listen. What do you need right now? Imagine the 8 limbs of yoga, the Yoga Sutras. Imagine the tree with the branches. Visualize the tree. What do you need right now? What do you need to help your tree grow and blossom? Thank you for your practice. The spirit in me honors the spirit in you. We are one and the same. Namaste.